Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel, Make Breakfast with Me. Today I am working with Rachel Ray and I'm going to be making her steak niçoise. So I have a pot of boiling water that I've salted, and to that I'm going to add these cute little baby potatoes. And I've got some frozen French style green beans that I'm going to add to those as well. And we're going to let these cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, and while that's cooking, I'm going to make up my dressing real quick. The recipe does call for herb de Provence, but I don't have that on hand, so I'm just going to kind of wing it with some stuff that I do have. So I'm going to start with 2 anchovy fillets that I'm going to mush up real fine. To that, we're going to add some garlic, and I put this in an immersion blender. If you have a regular blender, go for it. We're going to add some Dijon mustard to that. The recipe calls for shallot, but I don't have that on hand, so I'm going to grate some red onion down into there. Alright, I've got my herb blend of rosemary, thyme, oregano, and a tiny little bit of lavender. Next, I'm just going to add a little bit of white wine. And about half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. That looks about right to me. And the juice of half a lemon. I'm just going to mix this up real quick. I'm running out of time, so come back for part 2. Hey, welcome back to part 2 and steak niçoise for breakfast. So I have my steak that I am just seasoning up with some salt and pepper, and I'm getting ready to put it in a screaming hot pan. Now, one of the reasons why we're having this for breakfast is my mom and I work very different shifts, and so when I have time off, I like to make stuff like this so that we can share during the day. That way we can at least have a meal together. That's pretty nice. So I've got this seasoned on both sides. We're just going to go ahead and drop it down in that pan. And while that's going, I'm just going to prep up some of my vegetables. And hard-boiled eggs.
So I don't know what happened with this part. I cooked that steak to about medium rare.
So now it's just time to assemble. I am using a bagged salad mix just for convenience, but you can always just grab whatever type of lettuce you like. So I shocked my green beans and my potatoes cold so that they would stop the cooking process, and now I'm going to add those. So the recipe also called for niçoise olives. I don't have those, and I'm a big proponent of just use what you have. So I'm using just black canned olives. And next I have some tomatoes that I sliced in half and my hard-boiled eggs. And here's the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this and come back and see what I've got in store next.